Welcome back to the channel. Legacy here. Today I've got another video for you guys, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Just got this in the mail today. Unfortunately it is 2 days late after the release date, so I am going to go ahead and unbox this, and we're going to compare it with the original Elite controller, Elite Series 1, which I think is like the 2015 edition or something. So they finally got the new edition out. So let's go ahead and get into this box, and then we're going to take a look at the contents, and then we're going to compare it with the original Elite controller as well. So let's go ahead and open this. I have gotten into this once just to see what we're up against. I just wanted to open the box basically. So the case is pretty much identical to the original. As you can see, you're gonna see that little difference right there. There is a little divot in here with a charging port that goes straight to the base charger, I believe it's called, or charging pad or whatever. But that's basically the charging case. The case is the same, they just added a charging in the back. And then in the box we have some more things that come with it. We've got the cable, which is basically the same braided cable as the original one had, except now it's full black and it's USB-C instead of the micro USB that used to come with it. The other one was also green with the same braids. Other than that, there's a manual they provided this time. They actually provided a manual and stuff that came with it. I don't really want to open this. It's just a manual and a code for Game Pass, I think they also provide. Let's get right into the case. In the case itself, let's open the zipper, just like that, and there it is, guys. That is a nice looking controller. They did turn the silverish color to like dark gray. They made all of this a matching black instead of the dark gray original. The bumpers are also a different color now, and they've added like grip tape, or they've got a texture to the triggers. That's just phenomenal. I'm in, like, this controller just is a lot better looking than the original series, and it feels a lot better. They've got the full overlapping grip, as you can see. They did have the problem with the originals where this grip tape would come up. So there used to be a gap here that connected the side grip with the original base grip, and then the side grip would peel off, and I'll show you guys. I did have that problem with one of my controllers, but I got it replaced, so that's good. That is basically how the controller looks. No other changes to the looks than that. But the cool things, let me just show you what's inside the box first, and then we'll look at the features of the controller itself. So in the box, you guys can already see the base is a little bit different. There's this, which is a giant pad that they just put there. Originally it was just like a foam, same shape, but a foam piece that used to be in there. They also have the same types of true short triggers, just like that. And then unfortunately, I really like the long triggers, but they only provided one of those, and then they have one that's round instead of the concave ones. So originally they had two concave short ones and two concave long ones, but they ended up putting these in there too. And I think they actually had two of short ones with the bump on top as well, but they didn't provide those. Instead, they just provided two short ones on the controller itself. Now you got the original D-pad here, just in case you don't like the nice round D-pad. And then you've got this extra piece here. Now this is really cool. I'm going to show you what this is in a second. Let's put that to the side, but let's look at the charging pad. So this is basically it. This is mounted to the base itself. So I don't know if it's protection for this so it doesn't scratch your controller, or maybe you don't want to charge it, and then it just goes back right into place. So I think you lift it. I'm not sure how this thing functions yet. I think you just lift it and put your controller on it and it starts charging. I'm not sure if it charges it through this thing. That would be really cool, but we need to test that out. I'll hopefully put that in another video if you guys want to see that, but I'll test that out sometime, and maybe let you guys in a different video and let you guys know there. But let's look at what this thing is for. So this is the adjuster, I guess, for the thumbsticks, for their stiffness. So it is metal, just like the D-pad and all the other pieces for the controller. So what you want to do is you grab your controller and you take the thumbstick off. Once you do that, you're going to notice that there is a difference in the thumbstick. You'll see that there's a plus sign in the middle instead of the original, just I think it was a plastic boot or a rubber boot or something. So you can put this in, and then you can just, I don't know if I can show you guys this. Wow, this is gonna be hard. You can just twist it. It's gonna be hard to do. You can just twist this. You can see it twisting and it's coming up, or going down, I mean. And that just adjusted the stiffness of the controller itself. Let me get back to down here. And let me, I don't think I can show you, but this is a lot stiffer than this. I'm gonna try to put the same amount of force, and as you can see, this one's moving a lot first. I mean, it's a lot softer than the other one, and I'm trying to put an equal amount of force on them, and this one still has that much to go. So one more time. This one's already touching. I stopped the other one, and now this one's touching. So it's a little stiffer. It adds stiffness. I don't know if it adds softness. I don't know how to differentiate that. Oh snap! Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's just original or super stiff. You can't go any lighter than the original feel. So that is a really cool feature. Now, if you're really, you know, you want to go precise with, let's say Call of Duty or some FPS game, if you stiffen your trigger, it'll give you a lot more control. Now that means you can go either slower than, like if you're looking around, you can go slower. If you're wanting to move slowly, you can do that by tightening up the other trigger. That is a really neat feature, and I'm really excited that they added this. So I want to test this out. I'm gonna be playing with this hopefully and testing it out today, maybe. I'm not sure. So if you guys want to see me playing a game with this controller, then let me know. That's a different story, and we can try to compare gameplay. I think it'll be the same gameplay, but you know, who knows? Maybe it's one is better than the other. Now the back side of the controller, there are 3 different settings for the triggers, trigger throw. So you got the long throw, medium, and short. And also the triggers, this button is a lot stiffer than the other one. And as you can see, that's short throw right there. That's not even a throw at all in my opinion. That's awesome. And then you've got the medium, which is like the original Elite, which I'll show you in a second. And then there's the original, just like the original Elite. So those were the 2 settings that were on the original, long and medium, basically. They added that short throw. These buttons, I don't know if you can hear them, they feel a lot different. They really improve the feel of these buttons. The paddles look a little bit different. It just feels ergonomically a lot better than the other controller. I think they made the paddles smaller as well, instead of the bigger round shapes. And then you can see the 3 pins that you use to charge the controller right there. It does have a built-in battery, so no need to buy batteries or, you know, go find batteries for your controller every once in a while. Or if you have a chargeable one, you rarely need to ever use the plug-in option to plug it in. You can just charge your base, keep your base plugged in, and then just every time you're done playing, just put your controller on that, and then it'll just charge. So you'll have a fully charged controller every time. So it comes with a charging base. That is a really neat feature. Now instead of the green under the D-pad, it is the black color now. I think they just got rid of all the green overall. The triggers have a really nice glossy look instead of the metallic silver look. That's a really neat feature. They also added 3 different setups for the controller instead of the original 2. And instead of a sliding button here, they added just a push button that controls the 3 modes. And I'll show you the differences in the 2 controllers now. Basically, that's about it on the features side. Again, it just changed to a USB-C instead of the micro USB. You've got the original plug-in headset and then the 3.5mm auxiliary port. Okay, so let's put that to the side. Now let's take the original Elite and put them side to side. Now that is it right there. There's no size and shape difference, but the aesthetics of the 2 controllers are just significantly different. One, I just really liked how they provided the 2 long thumbsticks for this controller. That was just a really neat feature that they had for this one. I would have preferred that they provided 2 long ones instead of 4 short ones. I guess that's what they did. Maybe they just got those opinions from other players. But in my opinion, I like the longer triggers. Maybe I'll need to get some Control Freaks, or I could just use these old ones on this controller. I believe they're still compatible. Let's just test that actually. Oh, no they are not. So old triggers are not compatible. As you can see, this one's got 4 pins in them, and this one's only got 3. So that kind of sucks. So you can only use its own triggers. That kind of saddened me right there. But I was thinking I could use the old long triggers, so it wouldn't be a problem. But nah, I guess that's not the case. Maybe I'll need to buy some longer thumbsticks, maybe a pair or so. But we'll see in the future how the, I don't know, maybe gameplay feels different with the shorter ones. I haven't really played with the short ones other than the original Xbox 360 ones. I think the original Xbox One I had was also short triggers, and that's the last one I played. But as you can see, the 2 different modes for this one, it's a toggle switch instead of the push button, and 3 modes for this one, only 2 modes here. Same 2 start and menu buttons here, or menu and back buttons. D-pad is the same shape. They don't feel that much different. This one's a bit more rough. Colors are different, as you can see. Obviously the D-pads are also cross-compatible, I guess that's not going to be a problem, but the triggers are not, which is a really big problem. I think they did that because they added the adjustment feature, that's why they had to change the shape of it or something. I'm not sure, didn't do any research on that, so didn't even expect that. But other than that, they changed the color and size, I think, of the logo. So this is a little bit bigger, and it's the gloss silver chrome, and this is the matte black and the gloss. I think this one looks better. It just looks a lot better. Maybe this one, actually this one looks kind of nice, but I like them both. I like them both. I don't have a preference in that, but basically the rest of the controller from the front view is almost identical. There's no difference. There's no difference there. Back view, obviously the triggers are the only difference. The look of the triggers and the feel of the triggers are different now. This one is soft. This one is textured. Front of the or the back of the controllers here. Let me try to set them up in a way so I can show you both. Paddles are significantly larger on this one than on this one. I don't know if that's going to give you more control. I did end up hitting these on accident every once in a while because they're so long. I didn't have, room for other fingers. So maybe this is going to be a little bit better. And as you can see, I was explaining the seam right in the center of the grip here. They do not have that in this one, so I don't think the grip peeling is going to be a problem. I had I believe it was my left grip. So this grip peeled here, but I got it replaced, so that's not a problem anymore. This controller is basically brand new because I replaced its parts recently. Again, there's a charging port on this one. I mean, not a charging port, there's a battery. You can put AA's, or you have to buy a rechargeable one. I have a rechargeable one, but again, I have to plug it in every once in a while. It's not the charging like this one, which is ports. Also, there's no battery cover on this one, so no removable battery whatsoever, period. Two modes, long throw and short throw, or medium throw, and then you've got the long, medium, and short, which is, let me try to compare it for you guys. So, long throw, so it goes all the way in, and it goes all the way in. Now we can do medium, goes about halfway in, and this is the same. So that's basically it. It matches up until there, but they added an extra one for the new one, which is extremely short throw. I am going to be using this a lot. That's probably what I'm going to play with when I play FPS games or Call of Duty or whatever. Maybe for racing games you might want to change that to long throw. Your preferences though, so you guys do whatever you want. Other than that, that is basically it. There's no overall significant difference. They just edited some of the problems that the consumers had in the past of peeling and whatnot. So they replaced the grips, they put a grip on the front. Everything just feels a lot better. It has a bit of a rougher feel than the smooth feel on this controller. It's a bit more rough, so you get more grip. Yeah. Other than that, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any tips or any points that I missed, put them down below. And stay tuned for any gaming videos. Let me know what kind of gaming videos you guys are looking for, and I can start making those. But other than that, that's basically it. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.